The story opens with the Vex Empire, the galaxy's most feared predator species, receiving intelligence about a newly discovered world called Earth. The Vex are tall, insect-like beings with razor-sharp claws, multiple eyes, and the ability to see across multiple light spectrums. For over 1,000 years, they have conquered every species they've encountered. Commander Rex leads the advanced scout ship toward Earth's solar system. The Vex database shows humans as a young species only recently achieving spaceflight. No energy shields, primitive weapons. Their assessment, threat level, minimal. On Earth, Captain Blake commands a small space monitoring station orbiting the planet. His team includes Engineer Tom, Communications Officer Lisa, and Weapons Specialist Jack. They detect the approaching Vex ship, but mistake it for a meteor at first. When the Vex ship decloaks near Earth's moon, humanity gets its first glimpse of an alien vessel. The ship is massive, black as space itself, with weapon arrays that could level entire cities. Rex sends a simple message to Earth: surrender now. Resistance will only make your extinction more painful. World leaders panic. Earth's military consists of nuclear weapons, conventional firearms, and a handful of experimental space fighters. Against Vex technology, it seems hopeless. But General Hayes at Earth Defense Command refuses to surrender. He's studied every war in human history and knows one thing: humans fight hardest when cornered. He orders all military units to prepare for the impossible defending Earth against superior alien forces. The part ends with Rex's ship beginning orbital bombardment of major cities, expecting quick surrender. Instead, he receives reports of humans evacuating civilians while military forces take defensive positions. Rex is amused by their futile bravery, not realizing he's about to encounter something the galaxy has never seen before. Asterisk. Rex's initial attack targets military installations. Worldwide, Vex plasma beams destroy entire air bases in seconds. But instead of surrendering, humans adapt. Fighter pilot Mike leads a squadron that discovers Vex ships have blind spots during their attack runs. Using this knowledge, human pilots begin hit-and-run tactics. The Vex land-ground forces in major population centers. Colonel Stone leads urban warfare against Vex soldiers. The aliens are stronger, faster, and better armed, but they've never fought in human cities before. Stone's forces use sewers, subways, and buildings to create kill zones. For every human casualty, they take down 2 Vex warriors. Rex grows frustrated. His species conquered the bird-like Taw in 3 days, the aquatic Moor in a week. Humans have been fighting for a month and show no signs of breaking. Worse, they're learning Vex tactics and developing counters. Engineer Tom discovers that Vex shields operate on specific frequencies. Working with scientist Dr. Park, they modify human weapons to disrupt these frequencies. Suddenly, human bullets can penetrate Vex armor. The turning point comes when Captain Blake's team captures a damaged Vex fighter. Tom and his engineers reverse engineer its technology, while Lisa intercepts Vex communications. They learn the aliens' language and battle plans. Rex decides to escalate. He calls for reinforcements and begins targeting civilian populations to break human morale. Instead, this backfires spectacularly. Humans become more determined, not less. Civilian resistance groups form worldwide, using improvised weapons and guerrilla tactics. The part ends with Rex reporting to his superiors that Earth requires additional resources. For the first time in Vex military history, a primitive species is fighting back successfully. High Commander Nex arrives with a full Vex battle fleet, 50 ships, carrying 100,000 elite warriors. The Vex High Command is embarrassed that humans have lasted this long. Nex orders Rex to glass the planet if necessary, but humans have spent months preparing. Using captured Vex technology, Dr. Park's team develops energy shields for human ships. General Hayes coordinates a global defense network, turning Earth into a fortress. The space battle begins badly for humans. Vex ships are still superior in firepower and speed. But Captain Blake notices something crucial: Vex formations are rigid, following predictable patterns. Human tactics are chaotic, unpredictable, born from centuries of warfare against other humans. Admiral Cross leads Earth's fleet in asymmetric warfare. Instead of ship-to-ship combat, humans use stealth fighters to target Vex supply lines. They mine asteroid fields, creating traps. They even ram damaged ships into Vex vessels, something the aliens consider insane. On the ground, the war intensifies. Vex warriors are individually superior, but humans fight as units. Colonel Stone develops combined arms tactics: infantry, armor, and air support working together in ways Vex have never encountered. The breakthrough comes when Lisa cracks Vex command codes. She feeds false orders to Vex units, causing confusion and friendly fire incidents. Tom's engineers develop virus programs that infect Vex computer systems. Nex realizes his enemy isn't just using superior numbers, they're adapting faster than any species he's ever fought. Humans learn from every battle, modify their tactics hourly, and share information across the entire planet instantly. The part climaxes with humans launching their first successful counterattack, destroying 3 Vex capital ships using a combination of captured alien tech and human ingenuity. Humanity goes on the offensive. General Hayes authorizes Operation Wolfpack, using captured Vex ships to attack their supply bases in nearby star systems. Captain Blake leads the first human interstellar military mission. The Vex face something they've never encountered: a species that hunts in coordinated packs. Human strike teams hit Vex installations across 3 star systems simultaneously. While Vex forces are individually powerful, they've never developed tactics against coordinated multi-front warfare. Commander Reed leads a marine assault on a Vex mining station. Instead of direct assault, humans use deception, disguising their ship as a Vex vessel using stolen transponder codes. By the time the aliens realize the deception, human forces have already infiltrated their facility. The Vex Empire faces rebellion on multiple fronts. Species they previously conquered see humans fighting successfully and begin their own uprisings. A bird-like tall and aquatic Moor join human forces, sharing their own knowledge of Vex weaknesses. Dr. Park makes a crucial discovery about Vex biology. They're essentially a hive mind species with limited individual creativity. Their strength comes from collective coordination, but they struggle with innovative thinking. Humans, with their individual creativity and pack coordination, are their perfect counter. Nex requests reinforcements from the Vex homeworld, but Supreme Commander Kex refuses. The Empire is fighting rebellions on dozens of worlds. Earth was supposed to be an easy conquest, not a war that drains their resources. The turning point comes when human forces capture a Vex admiral alive. Intelligence Officer Wells uses psychological warfare, something Vex have never encountered. Through careful interrogation, they learn the location of the main Vex fleet. Admiral Cross plans humanity's boldest operation, a direct strike on the Vex command ship. Using every ship Earth can muster, plus allied vessels from liberated worlds, humans prepare for the battle that will decide the war. The part ends with the combined human-alien fleet departing Earth, leaving their homeworld defended but not defenseless, ready to take the fight to the enemy's heart. The final battle takes place in the Rigel system, where the main Vex fleet has gathered. Supreme Commander Kex commands over 200 ships, the largest Vex armada ever assembled. He's confident this overwhelming force will crush the human rebellion. The battle begins with traditional Vex tactics: massive formations, overwhelming firepower, and coordinated strikes. Initially, it works. Human losses are severe, and Admiral Cross realizes conventional tactics will fail. But humans reveal their final advantage. They've been teaching their alien allies human military philosophy. The Tall provide aerial reconnaissance, and more attack from unexpected angles using their aquatic combat experience. And other liberated species contribute unique abilities. Captain Blake leads a desperate mission infiltrating Kex's command ship while the fleet battle rages. His team includes Tom, now a combat engineer, Lisa, electronic warfare specialist, and soldiers from 6 different species who've learned human tactics. Inside the Vex flagship, Blake's team faces the deadliest Vex warriors, but they fight using human small unit tactics covering each other, adapting to situations, using the environment as a weapon. The rigid Vex defenders can't match their flexibility. The climactic moment comes when Kex faces General Hayes in single combat aboard the command ship. The Vex leader is physically superior, stronger, faster, with natural weapons. But Hayes fights dirty, using every trick learned from human military history. He doesn't try to overpower Kex. He outthinks him. As Kex dies, he finally understands the Vex Empire's fatal error. They assumed physical superiority meant military superiority. They never learned that warfare isn't just about individual strength, it's about adaptation, cooperation, and the will to fight against impossible odds. With their command structure destroyed and facing continued human innovation, the remaining Vex fleet retreats. For the first time in their history, the deadliest species in the galaxy has been defeated. The story concludes with humanity taking its place among the galactic community, not as conquerors like the Vex, but as protectors. Earth becomes a symbol of resistance against tyranny, and human military advisors help other species defend themselves. Rex, now a prisoner, serves as a reminder of the Vex mistake. In the final scene, he tells a human guard, "We thought you were prey. We didn't realize that on your world, the prey learned to hunt the hunters." The galaxy learned that humanity's greatest weapon wasn't their technology or numbers. It was their refusal to accept defeat and their ability to turn every disadvantage into an advantage. Theme: the story explores how adaptability, cooperation, and determination can overcome seemingly impossible odds, while showing that true strength comes not from individual superiority, but from unity and the willingness to fight for what's right.